This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard. Watching the grunion pro magi. Little kids got naked and had lots of sex. Waste are done.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 86. My name is Adam. Today we're joined by Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing okay.
And we're also joined by Ryan. How are you?
I'm back from going balls out in the lumberyard.
You went balls out in the lumberyard, huh?
Yes.
We should do that sometime. We should get your GoPro. We should go to a lumberyard and just do like wheelchair tricks.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'd go for that.
Dude, that would be so awesome. We'll get three wheelchairs and we'll just be, and we'll go over ramps and shit.
I'm down.
I have a
totally
feeling at
Next
least
time you
one
come
of us will end up dead.
Probably not dead. Injured.
Definitely
Injured, I could see.
Definitely injured. We're gonna go to the old Heckingers. Fucking just go all out.
The old Heckingers.
I don't remember where Heckingers was.
Out by the York Mall.
The York Mall. Wasn't there one like on the outskirts of Dallastown?
Totally.
Pretty sure there was.
No, that was Lean. Wait.
That's it.
No, I can't remember.
We're already off. We're already off topic.
Yeah. Well,
We're not even a minute in. We're off topic.
before we get your movie this week, Ryan, I think you wanted to... Didn't you want to give a little plug for something? You want to do that?
I just want to say that there's a charity for my disease, and my friend Corey is riding a bike in the charity. So, if you would like to donate, go to the Film Pulse website.
Yeah, we have a link on the site there, so you can go and donate to this. I think they're doing the bike ride nationwide in several different cities, but the one that he's riding it, yeah, he's doing the Philly one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Corey Klein.
Yep.
So go to the site, check that out, donate, and help raise funds for Friedreich's ataxia research.
Yeah.
We're not raising funds for the disease. We're raising funds to cure the disease.
That's
We
good.
don't want to.
That's good.
We don't want to support the disease.
We're raising funds to go directly in my pocket.
So, what movie do we have you watch this week?
Rocketman.
Rocketman. Picked this in honor of Gravity coming out this week. This film stars Harland Williams, the Harland Williams.
That's right.
Came out in 1997, directed by Stuart Gillard. The synopsis says, Fred Z. Randall is geeky and obnoxious spacecraft designer, awesome grammar, who gets the chance to make his dream come true and travel to Mars as a member of the first manned flight there. We don't have a trailer, but I did get a clip.
Yes.
Got a clip of this, so let's give this a listen. This is a little clip from Rocketman.
Oh, boy.
Please, to announce the appointment of astronaut and third crew member of the historic manned mission to Mars, astronaut Fred Randall.
Oh God.
So that was a clip from Rocketman.
The whole clip is people screaming.
Yep. That was the clip of him when he first discovered that he was going to be going to Mars. So Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about Rocketman?
Well, there's not really too much to this movie. Basically, a kid grows up and when he's little, he dreams of being an astronaut. And then he gets stuck in a dryer while he's trying to be an astronaut. And is fast forward like 23 years, and he is like a huge computer nerd, but he's a very quirky person. and he gets sent to Mars with two other people and a monkey. And when they're in space, apparently it takes quite a few months to get to Mars. And they all cryogenically go to sleep, except for Harland Williams, because the little monkey steals his cryogenic chamber. So
why don't they have a chamber for the monkey?
That's
why is there a monkey? Why is there a monkey anyways?
Because they're not sure how a human will react to the different elements of Mars, so I guess they'd rather.
But they're still going up. You know, you'd think they'd send the monkey up by himself first.
Yeah, exactly. The monkey just seems useless.
And when they
Not really, Kevin. Monkeys are funny.
No wonder.
So that's why we included
NASA.
They finally wake up and they go exploring for a little. They come back and there's a problem when they had to take off. And they eventually end up taking off, and Harland Williams falls in love with the main girl. And that's pretty much the end of the movie.
Does Harland Williams end up saving the day?
Yes.
Of course. These movies are always the same, where it's like you have like the bumbling idiot that everybody makes fun of and everybody hates because he fucks everything up.
Yeah, no one believes in him.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, bam, he's the one that saves their lives.
Yes.
Now I do remember a scene in this movie where he farts in the like there's one of the air tanks or something, and the one guy is failing.
When they're it's Harland Williams and the other guy,
William Sadler is the guy.
Yeah, and they're out in space, and William Sadler's basically gets a tear in it, so he joins up to Harland Williams with like this 6-foot breathing tube and breathes off of his air until they get back to the shuttle, and Harland Williams farts in it like 3 or 4 times. And that was actually the only part of this movie where I laughed out loud.
The farting?
Yes.
It doesn't surprise me.
Well, when
the first thing he said was, I could taste it. It's just that very because it was all straight face.
When I was looking for clips for this, I found that clip. And I remember it from the trailer as well. And I wasn't able to use the clip because the volume was too low, but I figured you'd get a kick out of the farting scene. That's why I brought it up.
Again, only scene in this entire movie.
I actually like the screaming scene that I played when you watch it. When you watch it to see Harland Williams' reaction, because as soon as they say his name, there's no delay. He just immediately starts screaming and shaking his hands vigorously in the air. And I thought that was funny. Have either of you ever seen Harland Williams stand up?
I have.
Yes, I've seen some.
What do you guys think of his stand up?
I enjoy it. He makes me laugh.
It's okay. He's a bit much for me.
Yeah, he is.
I can't watch an entire special of him. Like I can watch a clip or something. He's just too much for me.
I think he's funny, but I haven't seen him in anything. Actually, wasn't he was just in something very recently that I remember seeing, like, I don't know if it was like an ad or something.
Half-Baked?
Well, I said recently.
That's why I said that.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a I think maybe it was a trailer for that Lloyd the Conqueror movie.
He was in a movie called Dahmer versus Gacy.
Yeah, he played God.
That's right.
Bachelor Party 2, Analysis of a Stripper Fight.
That's right.
What the hell does that mean?
I think that's a DVD extra. That's what that looks like.
Yeah.
Fudgy Wudgy Fudge Face.
I really hate how, like, Disney tries to make everything, like, be, like, kid-friendly, but they also try to make it adult-friendly, and they're not too good at that.
Well, they definitely weren't too good at it in the mid-90s when this came out. I feel like right around this time, there was like a lot of these Disney movies coming out. I love how on the cover it says, Walt Disney proudly presents Rocketman.
I wonder if they regret that decision.
I think that they probably regret that decision.
Oh, God.
And the tagline is, he's just taking up space. But it's funny because there's like a little graphic. Yes. There's like a little graphic in front of or behind where it says taking. So all I can really see is the KING and it looks like fucking. He's just fucking up space.
It does look like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on IMDb.
He fucked up space a lot.
So there's lots of, I would say that this is probably, or I would guess that it's a lot of like slapstick types.
Yep.
A lot of goofy.
Do they goof off a lot?
Yeah,
a lot of goofing. A lot of goofing. What happens to the
one other part that it didn't make me laugh, but it made me think about laughing was
made you think about laughing.
They went to Mars and they went to plant the flag on Mars, and Harland Williams like tried to unfold it and shook it, and they ended up losing it in a canyon in Mars. And he also, the guy that he's with tries to be the first person to ever step on Mars. And Harland Williams falls out of the space shuttle and touches Mars first. They both kind of made me think about laughing.
I would just imagine you pausing the movie, slowly wheeling out to the kitchen, lighting a cigarette, and just thinking, just contemplating whether or not you should laugh.
Should I laugh?
Making a list.
About laughing.
Making a list, pros and cons, if you should or should not laugh.
No.
And then as you finish your cigarette, you come to the conclusion that, no, I'm not going to do it.
No, I should not.
It takes a big algorithm in order for me to laugh.
I'm imagining like the joke happening on screen and then cutting to a montage of Ryan with like equations on a chalkboard, writing things down, mixing chemicals in beakers, and then at the very end, there's like a little dot matrix printer that prints something out, and he tears it off and looks at it, and then he just shakes his head
out
no.
The word no.
Let's talk about the director, Stuart Gillard.
Do we have to?
Well, there's not a whole lot to talk about. After this movie, he pretty much did nothing but TV. He did a couple.
He did do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Yes, he did do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. That's, I would say, probably his biggest movie.
Without a doubt.
Unless you want to consider Rocketman. I don't know.
Maybe Rocketman.
I don't know like where they were at as far as box office numbers.
I never even saw the third one.
You know what? I never saw the third one either. I will admit.
Oh.
And I almost watched it because just recently I watched the first two, but I didn't watch the third one.
Well, they do time travel back to ancient Japan.
Yeah, I know. I know that they do that.
And that's awesome. That's just awesome. You kidding me?
So I'm looking up some numbers here. Rocketman made 15,448,000 at the box office, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Let's see that. That made 42,273,000. So
Jesus.
yeah, Turtles 3 crushed it. Although really 42 million is not that much.
What a time trip. I didn't even know this movie existed until I watched it.
Oh, I did. I was telling Kevin off the air. As soon as I looked at the movies that were coming out this week and I saw Gravity, I immediately thought Rocketman.
Rocketman.
Because I remember seeing the trailer all the time.
I do remember that trailer.
I don't know why. I just remember seeing... I don't think I've seen the movie.
I hope not.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't see the movie. I do... Maybe saw part of it. Because I do remember vaguely there was like a training montage, I think.
Yeah.
Where he was doing like all these different...
there's always a training
tests.
montage.
There's all these like different tests, and I remember there was one involving a what do they call that? The
G thing?
yeah, like the G-force simulator thing or whatever.
There was one of them.
That's
And
always
just
like gold
kept going.
mine for laughs.
His boss hated him, so when he was on there, it just kept going faster and faster. Which I'm pretty sure in real life that would kill him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd probably just die.
Yeah.
Nah, not if you're Harland Williams.
And also, I noticed a few times in this, like when they're out in space, they're talking and the clear things like aren't over their face.
Whoa. You're telling me that
Wait a
Rocketman...
minute.
You're telling me that Rocketman is not based on scientific fact?
I don't think so.
You mean that they don't have
Unless
like?
somebody can breathe in space.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Are you sure? They don't have like the glass over their helmets?
I saw there's a few times that I saw that there
Is
is
this-
none.
Is this like a Danger Diabolic thing?
Most of the time they do have it, but I noticed a few times they don't. It's not there.
That's interesting.
Maybe,
All right.
maybe it was just a goof. Maybe they
Yeah,
were just
might have been a goof.
just goofing off.
Well, let's go ahead and give you your drum roll, Ryan. What do you give Rocketman?
3.
Ooh, that seems high to me.
It does seem high.
That seems high.
I think this got like a 20, I want to say like a 24% or something on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. If you're a kid, you might enjoy this.
Like, you know, like parents are always concerned about showing their kids like violent movies.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about showing my kids Rocketman. Like,
I'm more
I'm
concerned
concerned
about showing.
about showing my kids any of the movies that I've seen.
yeah, I'm
But-
concerned about showing my kids movies that I grew up with, like Rocketman.
Rocketman. I'm concerned to show my kids any movie that's unbelievably stupid.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm probably gonna show my kid like kids
Well,
movies.
I would be concerned if I had kids. That would be the first concern. Second would be what movies I would show them.
I would show my kids movies like Fantastic Mr. Fox, like movies that
Oh, you're gonna have some hipster kids. Sweet.
kids can like and enjoy, but movies that are also smart. I think that kids movies can be smart.
I'm going to make sure that they know that there's no such thing as animated films or children's films, and show them nothing but like big time art house movies.
Just nothing but Fellini and
Nothing but
French New
Fellini
Wave stuff.
Yeah, like even higher than that,
Oh, okay.
like experimental things.
Experimental. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Those kids are gonna be fucked.
God.
I hope I don't have kids. That would suck.
Ryan, what do you think of Gravity? Are you excited for that?
It kind of interests me.
I gotta say, I
What's
think that
like,
I'm pretty sure that Gravity was on my most anticipated list this year.
I,
I think it was. and I'm extremely excited for it. I don't know if you guys heard any of the.
I'm getting sick and tired of it. No,
I don't know if you guys heard of the buzz around this,
dude.
but
There's so much buzz, and I can't. Sandra Bullock's in it. I'm sorry, but Sandra Bullock's in it, and she's not good. She's not good at all.
I'm not even concerned about that. I think that I'm a big fan of Alfonso Cuarón, so I think that he's gonna.
I have a feeling it's going to be a huge letdown. The only thing that like really upset me is I can't remember if it was it Spielberg, someone. I forget who it was. It was like, oh, it's the greatest space movie ever made. I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
There's several people that are saying that. You know, the whole movie.
Fuck up.
You know, the whole movie is like 12, like done in 12 shots, right? Like all the takes are extremely long.
I like that,
which I'm a big fan of.
But to say that I don't think it's going to be that great.
I don't know, dude.
They're just creating all this fucking buzz for it.
It's not gonna be better than spaceships.
Fuck no. It's not gonna come close. Is there one single fucking monkey in it? I think not.
No. And apparently monkeys are comedy key.
Dude, they're comedy gold and they go hand in hand with space. I don't understand how you make a space movie and not have a fucking monkey in it.
That's true. That is true.
It's disrespectful in my eyes.
Well, I personally think Gravity's going to be great, and I'm very excited to see it. So,
I have a feeling
I wouldn't.
You're going to be wrong.
I don't think so.
I can feel it.
I don't think I'm going to be wrong. I think it's going to be pretty good.
When's that coming out?
did you see Children of Men? Did either of you see Children of Men?
No, that is something that I do very, very much want to see.
Oh my god, dude. You have no room to talk. Got to see some.
I want to see that.
Children of Men is amazing.
I want to see that.
You'll probably like it for the cinematography.
Yeah, well,
I thought you were gonna ask me if I saw Children of the Corn.
Did you see Children of the Corn?
Did you see Children of the Corn?
All like 17 of them, yes.
Are you serious? We should.
Yeah.
That's gotta be something.
I think I saw like the first 4.
I don't think I've ever seen any of those.
Dude,
man.
October. That's Ryan's thing. It's gonna be a Children of the Corn marathon all month.
Okay.
Just
In
a bunch of
one
special podcasts of him watching.
In one of them, there's totally a person in a wheelchair. And the Children of the Corn like control it with RC car control.
Sweet.
And drive it right into a Mack truck.
I want to know, is there, and this should happen, and Ryan, you should probably get on top of this because you seem to have all this knowledge, but there should be like a wheelchair movie database. Yeah.
WMDB.
Yes. It's just nothing but tells you every single film that has a wheelchair.
I just saw Curse of Chucky that had a wheelchair in it. The main character was in a wheelchair in Curse of Chucky.
Wheelchairs.
And by the way, the cinematographer for Gravity is the same guy that did To the Wonder and what you call it?
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Is it Emmanuel?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. Look at that. It might be pretty good then.
All right. Well, I think that'll wrap it up. Ryan, anything else to add about Rocketman?
Pass. I'm gonna say pass.
All right. For all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net. Send us an email, feedback to filmpulse.net. Follow us on Twitter at filmpulse.net, and be sure to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. For filmpulse.net, my name is Adam.
Kevin.
I'm Ryan.
And we will see you on Monday.
See you later.
Rocketman.
I'm glad I'm not a rich person. I can't afford a Rolex.
I'm not. I wish I was rich. Fuck that.